to my live chat, please comment down below if you have a comment. So this video is all about weight loss for women and some top secrets. Okay, so the first top secret for women is get off the pill. Find out if your medical pill that you're taking is causing a disruption with your metabolic system. So many women will be taking the pill to not get pregnant, and this can cause unnecessary weight gain. Then the next top tip for women that are looking to lose weight is reduce your carbohydrate intake. So if you're eating lots of non-I foods like bread, potato, rice, pasta and sugar, this will stop your body from losing weight, so you won't be able to keep your body in shape. So really important that you avoid them foods if you really want to get your body in shape as a woman. Okay, so the next top tip is make sure that you migrate more towards strength and conditioning training rather than cardiovascular training or running training. If you're doing lots of running training or cycling, your body becomes an efficient calorie burner, not an efficient fat burner. But when you're doing compoundment exercises of weight training, your body becomes an efficient fat burner and efficient calorie burner, both at the same time, as well as thickening and giving you denser muscle as well as bone mass. Now, remembering that a woman has, say, 5% testosterone, men have 20 to 30% testosterone. So the chances of you, please subscribe, please like, please give me a thumbs up. The chances of you gaining muscle mass on any weight training program is virtually zero unless your body is one of these bodies that looks at a weight, you just gain muscle mass and strength. And if you are one of these ladies, then I would definitely want to work with you and help you get the best body you've ever had. Now, the other thing is that if you're doing cardiovascular training, you need to do interval training if you want to do cardiovascular. So 1 minute hard, 2 minutes easy, 1 minute hard, 2 minutes easy. And so if you can talk when you're doing your cardiovascular training, you're under training. But if you can't talk and you're really puffed out during the 1 minute, then you know that you're taking your body to its max and you will burn more body fat as well. No, it doesn't. So really, what I go by with my clients is always go by hand size, proportion size. I never count calories because calorie counting is an anal way of doing something, and you will start eating extra calories and you get too bogged down mentally by it. So if you go by food size proportion and making sure you're eating, 3-4 times a day, or at least 3 times a day, then you'll find that your metabolic rate will go up and you will burn body fat quicker. Then another top tip is to make sure that you include good fats in your diet, like coconut oil, olive oil, beef tallow, lard and butter. If you're not adding the right ratio of butter or oils to every meal, you will find that your energy will crash, you will feel tired, you will feel lethargic, so you won't be getting the optimum amount of fuel inside your body, and that's when your body will make more body fat. Does that make sense? So the more fat you eat, the less fat you have. The more fat you eat, the more energy you have mentally and physically. So this is really what's wrong with the health system at the moment, is that they go avoid fat, avoid fat, avoid fat. This is total nonsense and totally wrong. And my 21 years of working and helping clients get into shape shows that for a fact. And Sally Fallon's book, Nourishing Traditions, the Metabolic Typing Diet. Yes, your body can make you fat. So if you're not working out and you're putting lots of calories in or food in, then that equals fat. But if you're working out hard 4 times a week and put in the right amount or the right combination of foods into your body, then your body will gain lean tissue and you will lose weight. Okay, the next thing that women need to look at is your hormones. So if your hormones are all over the place because you're drinking alcohol, you're taking drugs at the weekend and you're doing things like that, then this will stop the benefit of any exercise, in my opinion. So really you need to get adequate amounts of sleep, get your hormones checked, find out that you're not in adrenal fatigue or got other issues that may be stopping the body from changing. Okay, unfortunately, it's not the case of you can work yourself out to death and think your body's going to change. It just doesn't work like that. How it works is that you've got to take a scientific, smart approach in which to be able to lose weight as a female. Now, female bodies are more scientific than a Ferrari. So really, you've got to be really careful. Like with a guy, I can train them really, really hard, not adjust the diet as much, and you'll probably see the guy get in shape quicker than what the female does, simply because the female body is more scientific than a Porsche or any car that you can think of. So a woman needs lots of love, lots of care, lots of attention, and a light approach to start off with. But then once they see the weight loss and see the body changing, that's when we can have a different approach of turning it up and training you much, much harder, in which for you to get you to the next level. Now, I've had clients where they've been overweight by 2 or 3 stone. I've got them to do breathing exercises. I've got them to do the metabolic typing diet and got dramatic change in them clients just by doing exercise on a regular basis and just changing and adjusting the diet slightly. But to take the client to the next level when they hit a sticking point, this is when I like to do lab work and find out if the gut is working the way that it should be, and looking at exercise program to see what exercises they're doing. So if you was to do CrossFit training is good, but you can overtrain with CrossFit training and not get the result that you're looking for. And you may get injured. I've probably worked with 10 women that have come to me because of lower back pain, because of the wrong type of training with CrossFit training or the wrong type of diet. So I've had women that lose a lot of weight, then gain muscle weight in the training program, but they look much leaner. Hi J Fitness, how are you? Not seen you for a while. How are you doing? Yeah, it's been an all right day. It's just a bit cold, J Fitness. It's not that nice out, is it? And I just want things to go back to normal now. Because it's getting on my tits being at home all the time. But I've got some new kettlebells coming, so I'm looking forward to that. And obviously doing a live video now. Thank you for joining. Please like the video. So really with women's training, it's very important for a woman to relax, chill out, and not beast themselves and punish themselves too much. So if they're beasting themselves and punishing themselves too much, then the chances of the body changing can be much, much less. So I've worked with women that have had anorexia and disorders like anorexia and body dysmorphia. So I had one client come to me. She swore that she had a massive bum. She didn't have a massive bum. She had a lovely body, but she wanted to get a smaller bum and a flatter stomach. We worked 4 sessions together, and she said her bum was getting bigger. Her bum was getting smaller, but her belly was getting bigger. She wanted a bigger bum, sorry, because she was a black girl. But I said that's impossible. It can't happen in 3 sessions. It will take a minimum of 12 to 3 to 6 months to get the body to change. This is another thing that women need to be, is to be patient about changing the body. It doesn't happen overnight. So I say to my clients, as long as you're improving by 1% every session, I'm happy, you should be happy. And then over the course of 1% every session, 4 times a week over a year, that's 95 to 100% improvement in the body if they do everything correctly. So really, really important that when you get this correct and you're not overtraining, you're not undertraining, and your diet is energizing you and not making you crash and feel tired, please like the video, please subscribe. Then your body will keep changing and keep improving. So here's some great exercises females can do to not only get stronger, but obviously get lean muscle tone and just look better. So the rep zone a woman should stay in is 15 to 20 if they want to do cardiovascular type training, and do 4 to 5 sets on whatever exercise they decide they want to do. So I would normally give my females some Swiss ball exercises. Thank you for my likes, thank you. Some Swiss ball exercises, as well as some compoundment exercises like the deadlift, like the squat, like the hip maybe some chest press if they've got mammary glands that are not as high as they'd like them to be, and some abdominal work, because lots of women want a nice six pack, or they want the line going down the side of the abdominal wall. So to see a six pack in a woman is all about lowering body fat. But with a woman, if the body fat goes too low, then this can really affect the hormones. So if your body fat goes to lower than, I think it's lower than 18 in a woman, if the body fat goes too low, then that'll affect the menstrual cycle, that'll affect the mood. And most women, when they train, after training, they migrate towards carbohydrates, like a fasting shake or a shake, a protein shake, or they might want to eat some chocolate or something like that. Now, I advocate that as long as they've had a great training session to make up for if they've been dieting all week and they've trained 4 days and they've trained hard, then it's a great idea to treat yourself. I buy the odd cookie. You might see my Cookie Monster video. And I believe it's important to keep treating yourself. Otherwise, you know, exercise becomes boring. You get pissed off with it. You end up quitting and you don't keep up with it. So it's really important for you to, oh, sorry, my Mac's switched off. It's really important for you to, as a female, to find exercises that you enjoy, but not only enjoy, something that you're going to keep doing day in or week in, week out. And this is the great thing about when you see a good personal trainer or master chef practitioner like myself, is that I'll adjust your program every 4, 6 or 12 weeks, in which for us to see your body keep improving and keep benefiting. And as you keep improving and keep benefiting, then I'm doing my job, you're doing your job of putting the work and the energy in that needs to get the body to change. The other thing you've got to remember as a female, that if you've got lots of storage on body fat on your waist, that could be a cortisol issue. So it could be parasite fungal infection causing that. If you're storing it on your bum, it could be because of you're just not eating the right metabolic typing diet in which to get your bum leaner. Or it could be that you're doing too much cardiovascular exercise and not enough deep squatting exercises in which to get your muscle mass to increase in the bum, in which to make the bum look smaller. Because remember, muscle takes up less room on the body than what fat does. So I'll say that again. Muscle takes up less room on a female and a male's body than what fat does. So the more muscular you become, the leaner you will look, the better you will look, and the healthier your body will be. Dr. McCullough says if you're fit and strong with certain diseases, with being fit and strong as a female or a male, you've got more chance of fighting the illness that you may get, you know, with what's going on at the moment. I was going to say the C name, because I think we're all pissed off with the C name. Right, so now I've gone through an overview. So if you've got any questions, please comment down below and I'll answer your questions about female fitness training to get strong and hench. So I've always got my females to balance on the Swiss ball on their knees on top of it. And I've always got my females to do chins, and I always get my females to do press-ups because I want them to feel empowered and see that they can achieve anything. Just because they're a female and they've got lower testosterone than a male doesn't mean that they can't be super strong. Would you agree with that? Give me a thumbs up. And I believe that women are, like I grew up with 4 sisters. I was the only guy. And I believe that some women are much, much stronger mentally than men. Men sort of like won't talk about their feelings and stuff like that, which I think is stupid. I always talk about my feelings. I never hold anything in. I always let it out, because I believe that as a man, if you hold them emotions in, they can cause more damage than good. And same for a female. Girls that I've been out with, I let them rant and rave and vent. Stay away from them when they're on a menstrual cycle, because Chucky comes out. Only joking. It's a joke. It's a joke, females. So really, really important that you realise when you're having a menstrual cycle. If you're having a menstrual cycle and you start training, your flexibility goes up. So the chances of injury on a menstrual cycle are much higher. And obviously, if you're on a menstrual cycle, you may be really, really moody. So you need to tell your trainer, your training partner, your friend, your partner, that you're having a menstrual cycle, so they can understand and have more compassion and love for you when you're going through their menstrual cycles that may be painful. Now, I've read some information about painful menstrual cycles. Some women never get any pain. And I think the ones that don't get pain, their diets may be really good. They may be doing a job they love. They may be with a partner they love. And this may stop them from getting menstrual cycle pain. Whereas other women may get menstrual cycle pain because of parasite fungus or something that's just not right inside the gut or inside the area that needs to be looked at. It could be a spinal issue that could be causing that every menstrual cycle, or it could be a food allergen. You may have an allergy to a certain food that may be causing that menstrual cycle to be painful. But it's obviously, we're all different. None of our fingerprints are the same. None of our eyes are the same. So we can't do the same thing for everybody. And that's what I love about the Paul Chek practitioner system that I learned. I do 150 assessments. That's just in 4 hours. And I don't treat anybody the same. Everybody's treated independently. And so there's no cookie cutter approach. So I'm taking your blood pressure. I'm taking how your eyes move. I'm taking how your body moves. I'm taking how your jaw moves. I'm looking at your breathing. I'm looking at inside your mouth. I'm looking at your tongue. I'm looking at your jaw. I'm looking at the individual muscles throughout the body, in which to find out where there's disbalance and where there may be a blockage, why you might not be getting the results that you're looking for. So I had a female come to me with chronic lower back pain, and it was SI joint pain. So I said to her, how many trainers you had before? Oh, 5. How many of them have written you a program? None of them. I said, how many exercises would you do in your workout? Oh, 20. So this is why a woman could be in pain, because the physiological load in the body is too high, and the physiological load needs to be low in which to get the body to change. So if I wake up in the morning and I'm too tired to train, I won't train. But if I wake up in the morning, I've got great energy, then I will train and put everything into that session. But my sessions only last 15 minutes, but including the warm-up, the stretch, the cool down, the stretch, then it works out to be 50 to 60 minutes. So I found with female clients, the more work-in exercises I get you to do, like Tai Chi, yoga, a little bit of resistance work, that their bodies change much quicker than going to run for 2 hours or going to sprint for 40 minutes. So you can do a thing called Sergeant's Line, where you get at the end of a pen and you mark it across your stomach here and time it for a minute. And if it's still there longer than a minute, then you know that you're in adrenal fatigue and you need to take everything back and do much less, not so much. So you can read about this in the book, The Adrenal Fatigue in the 21st Century. And in that book, you'll understand that chocolate can cause adrenal fatigue. Not sleeping enough can cause adrenal fatigue. The stress that we're going under at the moment can cause adrenal fatigue. Over-exercising can cause adrenal fatigue. under exercising can cause adrenal fatigue, and not the right types of exercise or diet can cause adrenal fatigue. But it's a really, really good book to read. I highly, highly recommend it. Okay, so I've been on the live chat for 20 minutes. I'm going to stop it now unless you've got any questions. So please post your questions below. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to post your questions, and then I'm going to go off because it's Friday night and there's a movie I want to watch. So I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. Please subscribe. Please like. Yes, a very good book. I've read it twice. Really enjoyed it. And I would say iFitness, I'd say probably 100% of people have got adrenal fatigue now. So everybody needs to get it looked at. But obviously to get the test done and all that type of stuff costs a lot of money. But there's things that you can do in your lifestyle. Right, so you want to ask about parasite inflammation. Oh, right, so really with parasites, there's no one hard and fast rule. Okay, so when it comes to the Doug Kaufman diet, do that for 6 months, then come off the diet. Really, you should get a lab test done to find out what parasite you've got. And then you can do a multitude of things to try and get rid of the parasite. But if you've got Blastocystis hominis, for argument's sake, which is one of the hardest parasites to get rid of, just doing one protocol might not be enough. And the protocol that you might do might piss it off and make that parasite go into another organ. So I'm not going to tell you what to do parasite-wise, simply because there's 35,000 different types. You need to know which one you've got. Then you can go on the parasite protocol. But if you don't know which one you've got, you shouldn't be doing a parasite protocol. I know a practitioner that was that had a parasite come out of a client's eye during a consultation. So this is really, really important to remember that parasite infection, yes, it affects many, many people. But you've got to be careful on the prescription that you use in which to get rid of it. Does that answer your question? Any other questions? So this video's all been about, because somebody's just logged on, this video is all about women's weight loss or fat loss guaranteed. So if you've got any questions, just post below and I'll answer your question. Okay, any more questions? If there's none, then I'm going offline. But thank you very much for joining the video, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll be back on next Thursday or Friday at 5 o'clock. Talking about how to get a ripped six-pack. Come on! So thank you very much for listening to me today, and I look forward to interacting with you next Thursday at 5 o'clock or next Friday at 5 o'clock, depending on if the internet's working. So I had a problem this Thursday. I couldn't get it all to work. So I look forward to chatting to you all again soon. Keep training, keep fit, get them arms bigger, and we'll chat soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.